Start.
Honorable Ministers, I cordially welcome you all to the winter session of the Youth Parliament. Hope this session would be a very fruitful one as we picture together and elaborate the matters of the concerning the nation. And today's first business is the oath taking. Secretary General, please. Srimati Sirivennala Bajjanki, who stands elected from Nizamabad constituency of Telangana, will take the oath or affirmation. Sirivennala, please. Madam, in which language would you like to take the oath? English, please. I, having been elected a member of the House of the People, do swear in the name of the God that I will bear faith and honorable to the Constitution of India as by law established. I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, and that I will faithfully discharge the duty upon which I am about to enter. Thank you. Sheetal Jayasri, who elected from Hyderabad constituency of Telangana, will take the oath or affirmation. Kumari Sheetal Jayasri, please. Please hear your oath.
मैं इजाजत लेता हूँ कि मैं विधि के द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगा। मैं भारत का प्रभुता और अखंडता का अक्षुण्ण रखूंगा। मैं अपने कर्तव्यों का श्रद्धापूर्वक और शुद्ध अंतकरण से निर्वहन करूंगा तथा मैं भय या पक्षपात, अनुराग या द्वेष के बिना सभी प्रकार के लोगों के प्रति संविधान और विधि के अनुसार न्याय करूंगा। थैंक यू।
Stands elected from Dubbak constituency of Telangana will take the oath or affirmation. Srimati Boini Bhargavi, please. In which language would you like to take the oath? English, please. Hear your oath. I, having been elected a member of the House of the People, do swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and allegiance that to the Constitution of India has by law established, that I will uphold to the sovereignty and integrity of India, and that I will faithfully discharge the duty of which I am about to enter. Thank you.
Introduce new minister, please.
Honorable Madam Speaker, I take this immense to introduce new ministers and colleagues of the House. Srimati Srija Indirala, please, Minister of External Affairs. Srimati Vaishnavi Radharapu, Minister of Coal Mines. Srimati Nishesha Narra, please, Minister of Rural Development and Panchayat Raj. And Kumari Sarika Gatamidi, Minister of Processing Food and Industries. Thank you. Now the question hour begins. Question number 101, Sriyarsha Parameshwar, please.
Honorable Speaker, Madam,
Would the Ministry of Labour and Employment be pleased to say what step has it taken to tackle unemployment issue in our country? Honorable Unemployment Minister, please.
Speaker, ma'am, India is the first most populated country in our world. Nearly 40% of our population was 13 to 35 years. India has the largest youth population in the around 66% of our population was below the age of 35. India is the labor force is overbid grown up 8 million per annum. Overcoming the decade, we focused on the buildings of higher education very little. Did we think of enhancing the employability and produce the skill through training interventions? Now the government has put the various programs, policies and schemes to develop the skill development and employment opportunities. Thank you.
102, Srinidhi Chennagari, please.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, our government has implemented 12 new education policies. So far, still there are so many areas which should be developed. Moreover, we are keep on introducing the policies, but not minding the applications of the policies in ground level. Concerned Minister has to answer about users' benefits of recent new education policies.
Honorable Education Minister, please.
Honorable Speaker, ma'am, we would like to bring out a nation education policy of meet the changing dynamics of the population requirement with regards to quality education and innovation and research aiming to make India knowledge and superpowering by equipping its students with necessary skills and knowledge. The national policy on education is a policy formulated by the Government of India to amongst India's people. The policy covers elementary to colleges in both rural and urban India. 12 education policies introduced by the Government of India that are changing in the education sector. NEP is transforming Indian higher education system to one of the global best education system. New policy proposes major changes in the both school and higher education. Better government systems get greater focus on the education and innovation. We propose to establish a National Innovation Research Center. Thank you.
Respected Speaker, Ma'am, Agriculture Minister to the state that government implemented new Agriculture Act. However, this act is useful to the farmers. Agriculture is the backbone of our country. We should encourage the farmers. But so many farmers are opposing this new act. The agriculture is a really an anti-farmers act. Farmers and farmers associations across the country protesting against this act. Thousands of farmers continues to camp in and around the country protesting against the central government's 3 new farm laws. What are the steps taken by the government to help the farmers?
Honorable Agriculture Minister, please.
Honorable Madam Speaker, the new Agriculture Act 2020 is really about to the farmers. Farmers Agreement on Price Assurance and Farm Service Act 2020 provides for contract farming. Agriculture Act 2020 regulates the farmers, giving them the freedom to sell anywhere in the society. ENA, National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture. Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchay Yojana, Paramparagat Krishi Sinchay Yojana, Gramin Bandharan Yojana. These schemes are implemented for the sake of the farmers. Agricultural laws given a new rights and opportunities to the farmers. These rights started mitigating problems of farmers, starting and it is very quickly. Thank you.
Any further supplementary questions?
Oh, ma'am.
Move on to the next question. Question number 104 by the Amulya, please.
Honorable Speaker, Ma'am, with the Ministry of Women and Child Development, be pleased to state what step has they got taken to ensure the safety of women in our country.
Honorable Women and Child Development Minister, please.
Honorable Speaker Madam, the Government of India have implemented many schemes for women and children development. The Government of India recognizes the principle of gender equality in its preamble, fundamental right under the principle of state policy. Under the Ministry of Women and Child Welfare, number of schemes have been provided such as Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, which educate the citizens against gender bias and improve efficiency of women and children. Thank you.
Question number 105. Nikita Shetty, please.
Honorable Speaker Madam, rail accident is one of the major concerns of the people of India. The Honorable Minister of Railways knows that mainly rail accident is caused by the Kerala people. In the committee on government assurance, we have got an answer of the railways officer that the railways need 1,85,000 crore of money for the track safety measures. But the finance minister replied that there is no money. Railway minister has to answer. My question is, how can the people rely on the railways?
Honorable Railway Minister, please.
Honorable Madam Speaker, the accidents have been more earlier and we have ensured that there would not be any accidents in the future. This is our mission. For the first time, we have set aside amounts, not a small amounts, rupees 1 lakh crore. I wish my friend, who is a professor, had gone through a paper which is already provided in the budget, rupees 1 lakh crore for 5 years and rupees 20,000 per year. This amount is only used for safety required works. And as I said, I wish to put this issue in the perspective. According to the railway accidents, the accidents is 0.1% per million kilometer, and it is increased in the year 2005 to 6 and became 0.23%. But it have decreased now and came to 0.1%, which is compared to the current situation. So, therefore, it is true that the accidents have decreased to 0.1%. As I said, recently we have noticed that the accidents is derailment and we have provided rupees 1 lakh crore to clear the patches of the rails, and in some regions we have provided rupees 5,000 crores per annum, and we are not relying on that because it's an old of looking at. So I hope that of all of us together will have a good and safety travel. Thank you.
Number 106. Ms. Chittamaina Rajta, please.
Honorable Speaker Madam, I would like to know from the Honorable Minister the ambitious National Rural Health Mission launched by the government to provide medical facilities in villages has yielded desired results. Is there any shortage of qualified doctors and paramedics? It is because of Honorable Minister in his reply has said he is going to make MBBS itself is mandatory. How do you enforce the doctors to go to the rural areas? I would like to know the answer from Honorable Minister.
Honorable Health Minister, please.
Honorable Madam Speaker, time and again I have been telling about the success of the National Rural Health Mission in India. People in India and worldwide from national UN agencies like Mr. Jeffrey Sachs, the ambassador for the poverty elevation for the UN. Secretary General have been saying that our India's National Rural Health Mission is the biggest and the fastest expanding public health programs in the entire world. This is attributed by our government, which has been so insistent on health. In fact, this year the total budget for my ministry is about 16,500 crores, out of which approximately 12,000 crores have been invested for only in the national UN agency. But coming to the focus point about availability of doctors, whether they are there or not, overall in our country there is a still shortfall of doctors. Approximately in our country there are 7 lakh modern medicine doctors, not allopathic doctors, not MBBS doctors in our country, and our requirement is 8 lakhs more. And in our country there are 1 million more nurses in our country, and our requirement is 1.5 million more. So we are investing in infrastructure building, and we are supporting to the government medical colleges. A year ago, when we had wanted to bring out this proposal, that before the